I was so shocked that, okay, I have given you receipts. You have stood on pulpit, Emmanuel Makandiwa, and you said, if anyone feel cheated, as long as you have got your receipt, you can come and I can give you back your money. But now that you see that Honorable Samkange has produced receipts to 798,000, you are now thinking of other ways of discrediting me or silencing me to the point that you are willing to trap me with a kidnapping. I was going to go if I didn't have that video, Josie. What were my chances of explaining that no, Rukato Makandiwa's guy brought this guy?
So UFIC people watching us right now actually know this security guy in the video.
They know that guy, Munyaradzi Rukato. He has been in newspapers with issues of fighting people, trying to protect Makandiwa. And this is what UFIC has done to me. And I'm thinking, if Emmanuel Makandiwa just didn't want with the money, he could have just said, no, I don't want with the money, rather than putting my family through all the drama. And you know what they did?
There's a darker side of Emmanuel Makandiwa that the majority of you are oblivious of. In fact, all of you are not aware of that darker side of Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa. It's probably only known to his victims and some of his close allies like Pastor Kufa. And of course, his wife is very much aware of that darker side of her husband. And his brothers comprehend the extent of Makandiwa's brutality. Do you know the reason why Blessing Mashangwa lived this long? It was because of the help and the aid she was getting from some of Makandiwa's brothers. They would always give a heads up. Listen, they are planning this. Not they are. He is planning this. Be careful. He's coming after you. Don't be at this particular place at this particular time. Be very careful. Your life is in danger. His own brothers. Now this video that I want you to watch, it just gets to show you who Makandiwa is and what he is capable of. Now you see this glorious man in a suit talking slow, closing his eyes, and he gives you revelations as he twists the scripture. But the actual man behind that mask that you see of a holy man, he's dangerous. He's brutal. Makandiwa will destroy anyone. When I say destroy, should I use annihilate or exterminate? Makandiwa will, I don't know which books he read, but he mastered the 48 laws of power. He mastered them in and out. If you are to stand against Emmanuel Makandiwa, then you must be ready for the worst. If you are to oppose Emmanuel Makandiwa, then I'm not giving him glory or anything. I'm just trying to make you understand the extent to which he can go. This video, it said, it is of Blessing Mashangwa, the lady who gave him almost $1 million or plus in tithes, offerings, seeds, thanksgiving, etc., etc. And when she wanted her money back, what he did to her, you wouldn't expect a so-called man of God to do such. Okay, just watch the video and I'll give you context as you are watching it. And Emmanuel Makandiwa's followers, please just be calm. Be calm, please. Let's reason together. Check the video.
Because remember, their idea is to discredit you. Like, I'll give you an example that after leaving EFI, Makandiwa wrote an article. I didn't respond to that. I asked him to talk. He said, bring receipts. He realized they were receipts. Now, after realizing the receipts are actually there, 798, and Mutamangira and Samkange and Tabani Mpofu are now saying, here are the receipts you requested for. Can we have the money? You will not believe what they did. And I would actually want you to play that video. They would do anything to discredit your character. there is a guy called Munyaradzi Rukato. He is in the protocol of Emmanuel Makandiwa. He came to our house and said to my husband, I am asking you to keep this young man for us for a short while. And if you are to add my husband to this live chat, I have times that I dream. I'm not a dreamer, but I have times that I dream. I actually woke up and I told him, you know what? Someone is going to come and ask you for a favor. But in my dream, it was like, you must record. So when Rukato came with this boy, my husband said, I am going to record this, Mukoma. Do you have a problem with it? He said, no, I don't have a problem with it. He recorded. They left this boy. Then Rukato asked my husband to go for Sadza, you know, whether it was Kugarwe, I don't remember. But I remember before my husband left the house, I said, that video you recorded, can you send it to my phone? Can you send it to my daughter's phone? Can you believe that when they went out to Garwe, he mysteriously lost his phone? 3 months later, after taking care of this guy, police people busted us at our house. We were arrested for kidnapping. And we were like, how? This young man was brought to us. We didn't kidnap him. We were taken to serious fraud. We were actually handcuffed and we were told minimum 5 years. Until my lawyer came with the recording and said, no, here's the recording they took the day Rukato brought this guy. This is the record of Rukato.
I'm going to play the video now, but I just want you to answer me. Did you poison your mom? Yes or no?
No, I did not poison. That's what I was getting to. Just play that, then you'll understand.
All right. Zitandia. All right, good. Chichiripo. On what basis? Chendodoziva kuti pana kutora here kuti uye kuno pana kuposta kana kuti chii watsvagani nani kom ndiri record kuda I'm recording for any future issues right iwe wauya kwandiri uchikumbira handiti wauya naMr. Rukato koma ndakuisa pavideo
right inini kuda uya muofisi kwangu achikumbira kuti ndifana kugara bosi vanhu vanoita sei vari muchitsvaga saka vana muchino problem kandisai kutaura namukoma mukuru waMashangwa bosi kumba kwangu inini kuclass kune hakuna mautilities aruna wifi nechi saka kukumbira uwo mukuru waMashangwa kuti vatichengetere mupani for the time being since tine issue yedu kumapurisa
Okay, so this video, you said that's the other guy sitting there, the big guy is Makandiwa's security guard or security guy.
Yeah, one of the security guys.
He brought that guy to your husband after he had a dream, actually the previous night or some nights before, that there's someone that's going to come and ask for a favor.
Yes.
But when this person comes, we need to actually record everything they're going to ask for. So this small boy came with Makandiwa security guy, who is actually there in that video as well.
Yes.
Asking to be at your place to stay with you and your husband for a while. He said asylum, or he said some people are looking for him. But then when he came to your house, you gave him, after recording, your husband went for lunch with this security guy. Then his phone mysteriously disappeared.
Yes.
But before the phone disappeared, luckily you had asked your husband to forward the video to you and to somebody else. I don't know.
To my daughter. Yes.
Your daughter.
I will tell you something. The day we were arrested, when we were at serious fraud and they were telling us how we were going to go to jail for 5 years, they'd been looking for this boy for 3 months. When my lawyer actually came with that footage, one of the police guys actually asked, where did you get it from? And I asked, was it ever missing? So I was so shocked that, okay, I have given you receipts. You have stood on pulpit, Emmanuel Makandiwa, and you said, if anyone feel cheated, as long as you have got your receipt, you can come and I can give you back your money. But now that you see that Honorable Sam Kange has produced receipts to 798,000. You are now thinking of other ways of discrediting me or silencing me to the point that you are willing to trap me with a kidnapping. I was going to go if I didn't have that video, Josie. What were my chances of explaining that no, Rukato Makandiwa's guy brought this guy?
So UFIC people watching us right now actually know this security guy in the video.
They know that guy, Munyaradzi Rukato. He has been in newspapers with issues of fighting people, trying to protect Makandiwa. And this is what UFIC has done to me. And I'm thinking, if Emmanuel Makandiwa just didn't want with the money, he could have just said, no, I don't want with the money, rather than putting my family through all the drama. And you know what they did? There is no online that didn't run that story. Ocean couple in kidnapping charges. I'm sure you get what I mean. When someone is on a mission to discredit you, why are you discrediting me? When I was in your church, I was loyal. I served you to the best of my ability. I did love you, and I served you well. I asked you, can you come? Can we talk? And instead of coming to talk, you came with a letter saying, give us receipts. The receipts are there. Now you are on to something else to try and discredit me. They have written so many stories about me. I have stopped caring. If they are saying I poisoned my mom, my mother right now, during Christmas, if I'm to show you messages, my mom will be asking me, bring my Vasukuru, can I please be with my grandchildren? My children were with my mother during the whole Christmas. Tell me, Josie, if I had poisoned my mom, would she be calling me, can you bring my grandchildren? The whole Christmas, I was here in South Africa by myself. My mother wanted to spend time with my grandchildren, with her grandchildren. After that, 2 days ago, I was laughing. My sister sending me a voice note. We've collected Zoe and Emmanuel. They are with me now. Do you really think that if I had done something like that, how do I poison my mother? My mother has got a chef. My mother has got 3 maids. I have never had an opportunity to be able to cook for my mother because there is a chef. If you are to ask my mother today, I have never had an opportunity to even take water to her. How can I possibly poison her? What opportunity? To gain what? For what purpose?
And all this was because Emmanuel Makandiwa did not want to give back Blessing Mashangwa her money. And he had to go that extra mile. He had to go that length to set her up so that she either die in prison, but one thing for sure, she's not going to get her money back. He made a vow that not me. Not me. I will not give this woman back her money. Impossible. And what you just watched is in direct relation to what I already explained to you. Emmanuel Makandiwa sent his bodyguard with this young man to Blessing Mashangwa's house, asking Blessing Mashangwa to take custody of this young man because he did not have a place to stay. And Blessing, being wise, said, no, man, I don't trust these people. I know their mode of operation. Blessing and Makandiwa were like this, I told you. I mean, she knows what Makandiwa thinks. She knows how Makandiwa operates. The moment she asked for her money back, she knew that Makandiwa was going to retaliate. So when she saw Makandiwa's bodyguard with this young man, she had to document it for tomorrow. And she did document it. Had she not recorded the incident when the boy was being handed over, she probably could have died in prison. She was going to spend 5 years together with her husband in prison because of Makandiwa, simply because he does not want to pay back the money. Yeah, that's your spiritual father. Had she not produced that piece of evidence that, no, I did not kidnap this boy, he was brought to my house by Makandiwa's bodyguard, she could have 5 years in prison because of Emmanuel Makandiwa, because he does not want to pay back the money. He did everything. If there is one person that was brutalized by Emmanuel Makandiwa, is this woman called Blessing. She was brutalized to the core. She was destroyed left, right, and center. He did everything in his power. He brought all his mighty to destroy her simply because he did not want to give her back the money. They created narratives that she poisoned her mother just so that she looks bad to the world. They did the most, my people. Not they, he did the most. And the reason why he was doing all this to her, because he did not want her to talk. She knew a lot of things. They did a lot of things together with Emmanuel Makandiwa. There's a point where Ruth, Emmanuel Makandiwa's wife, was no longer comfortable with the relationship that Makandiwa and Blessing had, because everything, they planned it together. From some of the pyramid schemes that made so many people lose money in UFIC, Blessing knows all those things. She sent me. That's why he wanted to destroy her. I'm talking about things that I don't want to talk about, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of how much of a threat Blessing was to Emmanuel Makandiwa. She might be gone, but Mr. PDT is still here. I will be her voice. What they did to her was not good. It was bad. So Makandiwa's followers, tell me, what do you think about your spiritual father? I know you will defend him at any time, but what do you think about him? Just take a deep breath and let this sink in. Why would you do that to someone like Blessing Mashangwa, who had done everything for him? Tell me what you think in the comments.